Americans are in a cycle of fear which leads to people not wanting to spend and not wanting to make investments, and that leads to more fear. We'll break out of it. It takes time. We're going to need to absorb some pain. The Republicans want to pile all the pain on people who can least afford it, and the middle class and Democrats under his leadership want to make sure that we can address deficit reduction and continue to make investments, and shared sacrifice is going to be imperative in order to be able to do that. I am drawing my inspiration from resource-constrained developed nations like Japan, South Korea, Singapore, and Dubai in attracting global investments. Compared with them, Andhra Pradesh has more resources to leverage on. American envoys came to see me before the crisis in Iraq and asked me to say that there were nuclear weapons in Iraq. I refused. They even told me that things would go well for Belarus in terms of investments, etc. All I had to do was to support them. I told them that I couldn't do it because I knew that there were no nuclear weapons there. NASA's been one of the most successful public investments in motivating students to do well and achieve all they can achieve. And it's sad that we are turning the program in a direction where it will reduce the amount of motivation it provides to young people. Space in general gave us GPS, that's not specifically NASA, but it's investments in space. Money spent on carbon cuts is money we can't use for effective investments in food aid, micronutrients, HIV, AIDS prevention, health and education infrastructure, and clean water and sanitation. I made my money with good investments. I'm going to make maybe $1 million a year just with my real estate. If we can speed up the deployment of clean energy technologies in developing countries with investments from the Green Climate Fund, hundreds of millions of people will be able to access electricity for the first time, with all the education, health, communication and entrepreneurial opportunities electricity enables. I have a saying, there are no brave old people in finance, because if you're brave, you mostly get destroyed in your 30s and 40s. If you make it to your 50s and 60s and you're still prospering, you have a very good sense of how to avoid problems and when to be conservative or aggressive with your investments. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.